Hey there, and welcome back to yet another episode of Snag Bros. Again, it's just me out here today. Today, if you guys have seen, like I told you, I was going to do a video with me using my BBQ box. And this is what that video is. Right now, I'm cooking on my jumbo grill. I'm going to show you guys how that's looking. Man, this gimbal's acting crazy, excuse me. I got some coals cooking on the big grill. Right now, we're about to do a setup. This thing's getting way too complicated. It used to be a lot easier. But we're going to do a setup for the small grill, which I actually want to cook on because I just bought it. And it was only like 15 bucks. So that's what we're cooking on today. Let's go ahead and get that started. All right, so right now, this is my mini grill. That's what I'm actually going to be cooking in. I cooked it a few nights ago. I recently cleaned it. And the way I'm going to cook this, I was going to do like a snake, but I changed my mind. And I'm just going to like dilute smoke it. So I'm going to put half on one side. That's going to be my water pan. I'll go ahead and put the grate down. I'm not really worried about that. I'm going to add a few coals in here because I actually put a lot into the big grill for those to catch. I'm not going to put a lot in here. Just barely enough to come to the bottom. The recipe says to use some cherry wood. They gave me a sample cherry wood, but I had just recently bought this, really just a few days ago. So this is what I do want to use. I want to go ahead and add a couple. Granted, I may be doing this wrong. I may be doing this completely wrong. I have absolutely no clue. But yeah, we got a few wood chips that are falling all the way to the bottom, which I didn't want them to do, but it appears they're going to do what they want to do. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my water to my drip pan. You know, it's supposed to keep it all nice and moist. Yeah, the goal is you don't have to fill it. You just want to make sure that you can allow some moisture in your cooking, and try not to drip anything on the side like I just did. It has stuff actually into your grill. I set that up about halfway. Don't need the rest of that. And I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, just because. I mean, it's probably a little bit more than a little bit, but oh well. That's what we're gonna use. Next, I'm going to use my tongs and slowly transfer those over to this one. And I don't think I'm going to do that on camera. I'm going to check back in with you guys in a second. Alright, so I just transferred the coals. As you can probably tell, it's a little bit more. And it is a lot hotter, and it's actually smoking. Due to that, I'm going to go ahead and add some real nice wood chips on there. Just so I can go ahead and get some of them that are in there. Get some of them to start to actually go. There we go. Add some on the sides. Granted, like I said, this is just me experimenting. I have no prior knowledge, nor do I claim to be like some type of expert on this. This is just something I thought was kind of cool and wanted to try. Woo! All this smoke is coming right up into my face. All of it. But, there we go. Got some nice cherry wood in there. Go ahead and add the grate on. Carefully add the grate on, I should say. There we go. We got a nice hole in the bottom, and I think we're going to go ahead and put this on top. Get the vents open. Right now, I'm not actually cooking anything, so I'm not worried about it. But as you can tell, we got a nice smoke going, real nice smoke. Now we're gonna go inside and prep the chicken real quick. All right, so I am back into the kitchen. Let me adjust that. As you can tell, it's probably one of my first self videos. But yes, I'm back in the kitchen. It said we needed shredded chicken, but I don't know. So what I'm gonna do, because the instructions were a little bit unclear to me, I'm gonna take my chicken breast tenderloins. That's the only chicken breast I had. I'm gonna coat them, season them real nice, cut them up in almost like strips, and then go from there. So I have my chicken breast tenderloins. They've been sitting in water. I'm actually just pouring the water out. I'm going to put them on the cutting board. I'm going to season them, and then after I season them, I'm going to chop them up into like thin little strips or whatever. And then I'm going to throw them on the grill and cook. And then from there, I'll shred it and then continue. But yeah, right now I'm going to take the chicken breast. I'm going to go ahead, shred those up, or season them. All right, so right now we have the chicken. The recipe says to add some canola oil. I don't have canola oil, but I do have just some vegetable oil, and just add that on the line right across them. Don't worry, I will clean up the counter. Go ahead and use that oil, get it nice in there. Get them nice and oiled, and I'm going to use this the sauce I got, Corey's rub, or grip it and rub it. I guess that's what it is. My hands are now a little bit slippery. So probably should have opened this earlier. And it has a little thing under it, so give me a second. It's so much easier if I would use both hands. But once it touches chicken, I try not to touch anything else. Or really any raw food. Oh yeah, it smells good. I opened the seasoning up and got a hint to it. It smells real nice. Not even gonna lie to you. So I'm actually gonna use a heavy coat of this. Right, then we're gonna pat in. Go ahead and flip the chicken. Ooh, almost knocked over my sauce. That would have been bad. To get a brand new sauce and spill it right away. Yeah. Again, nice heavy coat. Go ahead and pat all of that in. And that concludes this box, or this batch. I'll get right back to y'all with the second batch. Excuse me, I said I was going to get back with a second batch, but excuse me, I meant I was going to season the second batch and show you when I got back. But what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and slice up this chicken. I mean, it's already in strips. I'm going to make little chunks out of it. I'll actually cut. There we go. Just make little chunks of it. Go through making chunks, and then take the chunks and put them in a bucket that I have sitting right here on the side. And don't worry about how it's making a mess. I always use all that stuff later. I'll show you that in a second. Now, this initially said shredded chicken, but because it's uncooked and I want it to cook thoroughly and in a timely manner, so to say, so it'll be done around lunch. Right now it's just under 1. They'll probably get on the grill at 1. I'll eat lunch about 2 or 3. I want to go ahead and give them in little chunks. Go through, cut them up, make sure they cut all the way through, like this one. Yeah, make sure you cut it all the way through. Alright, cool. And notice how I'm not making them like thin and small. I'm going through making itty bitty chunks. I'm making decent sized chunks because I still want to be able to pull it apart later on with rather ease. So I'm going through making chunks that would cook a little bit faster. There we go, and last piece. Boom, boom, Some of these bigger pieces I just want to make. They'll be fine. This was not particularly thawed all the way out, but it'll be all right. And you're probably wondering what I do with this stuff right here. I take the bowl that I put everything in, and I just try to slide that in there because it's all seasoning and oil. And we can add that right there. And then I take a little bit more, not a whole lot, but a little bit more, and sprinkle it on top. And then mix that around. Make sure those insides are actually coated with it. And I'll go ahead and get these babies on the grill. We are back outside to put these on the grill. As you can tell, this is getting a little bit hotter. Some of the chips that I put on top are actually burning. So I'm gonna go ahead and place these little chunks. Go ahead and throw them on the grill. Trying to keep them over the drip pan. Keeping them nice and close. Right now, currently the smoke is coming right at me. So excuse me if I sound a little off. Yeah, go ahead and put those on there. They can be as close as you want them. Just throw it all on there. No particular big deal. Ooh, I'll have to save that. Not sure what that would look like. This is a tendon. Go ahead and move to this side so I can see. Make sure I'm putting it all over. Because I'd hate to have to do 2 batches of this if I can only need to do 1. Yeah, this is definitely all gonna have to squeeze on there. This is a bigger piece, so I'm trying to put this a little bit closer to the fire. Right now, there's just small pieces left. And like I said, I'd hate to have to do 2 batches. So if they don't make it directly over the drip pan, I guess that'll be alright. I'll just take the time to come back and clean it. But yeah, there we go. Add a couple of those juices on there. You can hear it sizzling if you listen. That's pretty much done. And one more thing before I go, I just want to add a few more wood chips. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be good. That was touching the coal, excuse me. Just add a few more in there. I can see where they're burning the best at. Just go ahead and throw them in there. Make sure, because I probably put the wood chips in a little bit too early. But, I mean, it is what it is. You learn, you live and you learn. Put this right there. Woo. Excuse me, I just caught a whole whiff of that smoke. I'm gonna go ahead and put this dome over it. It shouldn't choke out. I got it nice and closed on the bottom. My bottom vents are open the way they need to be. Excuse me, that was a little bit hotter than I expected. But there we go. It's nice. It's flowing out. And then the way the wind is blowing is keeping it good. And yeah, like y'all have heard before, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. It is officially 12:58. I'll come back out here about 2:30ish. See you then. Just one thing I recommend doing: make sure everything that you do end up using in that area is spray it down with bleach because it is raw meat. So yeah, just a minor cosmetic tip. Alright, so we are back out here about an hour later, just under 2 o'clock. Actually, it just hit 2 o'clock, which is cool. So we're about to take it, we're going to flip it. Ooh, look at that. Looking nice. We'll go ahead and flip this. Leave it on here for a little bit longer. Flip each of these. And I'll come back in a little bit after I go inside and prep the rest of it. This is looking so good. I may not shred it. I may just cook it as just like a sandwich. You know? But it says shred it, so I will shred it later. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Flip these. Come back with a little bit of that sauce and sprinkle it on here. Not a lot, but just a little bit. There's a lot of flies out here, which is kind of annoying. But, I mean, I guess it comes with the territory, so to speak. Yeah, this is coming along nice. It's almost done, and I am absolutely loving it. some of these pieces I can go ahead and move away from the actual fire. Ooh, that is hot. But yeah, I'm flipping these. For some reason, I didn't bring the sauce out here with me. I wasn't thinking, but I'm gonna go back in, grab the sauce, and then put it on here. Let it cook for about 30-ish more minutes, give or take. And yeah. So right now, dang, I just lost a piece. No biggie. It is what it is. Cause down there is just water and lemon juice. So I mean, it's still good if I choose eat it. Go ahead and move that off. And I'll be back in about 2 seconds with the sauce. Alright, so I just ran in the house, grabbed the barbecue sauce, put it in a little bowl, got a spoon. Just in case you missed it, it is the Porky's Ribs and Barbecue Original. I mean, granted, it's not ribs, but it is barbecue, I guess, so that's why I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna take a little bit and just drizzle it on top of these. Not a whole lot, just a little bit so it can cook on there. You're gonna go in the house and finish prepping for the rest of the cook. Yeah, I'm trying to get a nice even coat. I wish I had something like actually drizzle it on there where you can like slide and slap it on there. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, where it has like little different strands and strings, you can do all that. But since I don't have it, I'm just gonna use this spoon and apply it manually. Need to get all that I can out of here. And use the butt of the spoon to smooth it on. I want to add a little bit more just because I see a spot or two that I want to add it to, so I'm going to add probably about a spoonful or two. Not even a real spoonful. See bitty spoon I got, I'm sure you see it. Just go ahead and add that on there. Just so I can make sure I really get it on there nice and good. That's looking real nice. You're gonna go inside, finish prepping everything else, let this finish cooking up, and we'll see you inside. Alright, right now you see the cast iron skillet because that's going to be something I need coming up soon. But right now I have a red onion. I'm going to go ahead and peel a piece of it back, and just cut off a decent amount. Granted, how I'm cutting is very unsafe, so I wouldn't advise doing it, but me, I feel comfortable and my knife skills enough, so I don't have to worry about it. I just take those pieces off right there, just throw them in there. Obviously, I'm going to take off the butt piece with the skin, just cut that off, put all of them. Sorry, I'm not putting this on the screen, but it's just, I mean, you can see what's going on. I just cut out the end piece like so, and throw it off to the side. And there we go. The onion. Just cut it up. Use it smartly. You know what I mean? I try to get them nice and thin, because when I use red onions, or really any onions or peppers, I don't like to have that big chunk in it most of the time. Because then you see it, you taste it, you feel it, it's just not good. But when you have it like this, and they're nice and small, you don't feel it, it just goes down, and it's just a flavor instead of an actual item that you're eating. There we go. I mean, it's not a lot. I could add more if I so chose, but I mean, because it said use 1/4 of red onion, but I don't think I'm going to use that much. I think I'm going to just use, well, pretty much what you see. Put up some of these bigger pieces. I add a wee bit more. Not a whole lot. but you know, just enough to where it's like, all right, it's definitely there. Just a very, very thin rub. There you go. Okay, those are the sizes I want, nice and small ones. But oh well, just go through, cut them up. Granted, what I'm doing is probably bad for the cast iron skillet. If you're seeing this and you know the answer, if what I'm doing is actually messed up the skillet, please let me know, because I want my stuff to last for as long as possible. But I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it. But maybe you know better than I do. I'm open to learn. There we go. Some nice onions, and put them on the side. Next thing I would need is some butter, which I forgot to grab out, so excuse me for a second. Just realized I forgot to push record, but yeah, I just took some butter, added a nice chunk into it. And the reason is because we're about to go out there and put this on the grill. These are going to cook real nice. The butter is going to help with those. And then we want to take some bread and soak up the butter to help make the toast a little bit better. So I want to give it a few seconds just so that barbecue that we just put on the grill can actually smoke properly. But as you can tell, it's going to look real nice. I think what I'm about to do though, in between this, I'm about to go out and, well, just put some fries into the air fryer so I can have a nice pulled chicken grilled cheese sandwich type of thing along with some fries. So I'll see you in a second. We are back outside and the chicken just looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna take a little small piece and just bring it up to you. Just I'm gonna just use this piece, check over the middle. Of course, it's nice and done. Obviously, it didn't take that long. Go ahead and give it a little taste test before I continue on. Pretty good. The second bite had to get a little bit more barbecue sauce on it. Very sweet. It's pretty good. Almost like a sweet chicken. I wish I had a little bit more heat to it, but I can fix that in a little bit. So right now I'm just taking these off because they're done. I'm about to take them off and go in and shred them real quick. And yeah. Oh yeah, these are good to go. Definitely just need to get this nice and shredded up. Man, I wish my people wouldn't have left. They left like 2-3 minutes ago. If they would have stayed, they would have got to taste this while it's hot and fresh. And I don't think it gets any better than that when it's fresh. So I'll finish taking this off, and I'll see you. So good. See you inside. So we are now inside. I just put the cast iron skillet on the grill. Right now, it's just supposed to be shredded, so I'm just gonna go through and just pull it apart. Like as you can see, it's just coming up nice. Got a nice bark to it. I could have took them off a little earlier if I didn't want so much skin, but I was just trying something. You know, you go and you learn. I definitely like how this is pulling apart though. The seasoning was real good as an individual. The sauce is real good. Granted, I didn't have a lot of sauce, which I am about to change. I'm about to actually add quite a bit of sauce to these, and you'll see why. But yeah, just go ahead, chop this up. On the outside, we have, like on the grill right now, we have the onions have started going a little bit. That butter that I put on there, I put that out there so it can start melting. It's on a cast iron skillet. I'm for sure things will turn out nice with that. And the purpose of the butter is for you can put the bread on there and make some nice toast. Go ahead and chop this up. I mean, I'm supposed to be shredding it. Don't worry, the table's clean. I'm supposed to be shredding it, but it's just a little easier to chop it. Like this piece right here, this is one of the big pieces that I put right on the, or not right on it, but definitely real close to it. Definitely a little bit tougher. That bark's a little harder. Still tastes good. It doesn't taste burnt or anything like that. I mean, as for the smoky flavor, I don't know. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I'm used to it or something. I don't know. I just don't get. I'm just not getting it. I don't know. I expected more, I guess. But I had made some other chicken the other day, and my mom said she liked it. Granted, she could have been being nice, but she definitely said she could taste the smoke. So there we go. I mean, granted, this could be sliced up a little bit better. It's supposed to be shredded. Doesn't really look that shredded, but I mean, it'll definitely do for what I'm trying to get done right now. Yeah, I definitely. I mean, it's good. If I was to do this again, I'd probably check at it at around 45 minutes instead of an hour, just so I could. I mean, I cut them kind of small, so I guess that they. I mean, they're not dry, but they're a little tough. But there we go. We got a nice plate of finely chopped meat. Drizzle a little bit of this barbecue sauce on it that I drizzled out there a while ago. Just drizzle that on there. And me, I like a little bit of spice. Unfortunately, I don't have any red crushed peppers, so I'm going to use chipotle chili pepper instead. Not a whole lot, but definitely enough so I can get a kick to it. Actually, as a matter of fact, excuse me, I might have some in my sauce drawer. You know, the condiment drawer that everybody has. No, I don't. Sorry about that. I figure I probably have some in my spice drawer, my condiment drawer. But it's doing good. Right now, I'm about to go back outside and check on that. Yeah, I'm probably doing a lot of running in and out, but I think it's definitely going to be worth it. All right, yeah. So my brother just called me. I was cooking. I took those other 2 pieces off, and I'm adding 2 more with some fresh butter. A, I can have 2 sandwiches, and B, I just I wasn't feeling right about that crust. I haven't had any, like nothing else in the bread was like that, or in the bag was like that. It was just those 2 pieces. Kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Try to get these to soak up some of that butter. Make sure that flour doesn't get there. Allow both of them to soak up some butter before you sit them on there. And just leave them to cook. Oh yeah, once they both got that butter on there like that, just throw them on there. There we go, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. And now it's a proper waiting game. Go ahead and put that dome back on there. After the next time you see me, I'm going to be putting the chicken that I just shredded up onto the griddle. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off and just show them to you before I put the chicken on. And look at that. A nice golden crispy brown on both of them. That right there is going to make this sandwich complete. Now that we've done that, we're going to slide this chicken right onto the skillet. Oh yeah. I'm going to take that. The onions are already in there, so you're going to mix the onions around in there. Just get it all nice, everything mixed up in there. That barbecue sauce is sizzling right now. Try to get those onions mixed in with the chicken if you can. Probably could use a bit more onions, but these are looking nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on there for a few minutes. And next time you see me, I'm going to be taking that off and putting the whole sandwich together. This will be inside the house. Let me see now. I am in my kitchen. I have the chicken taken off. It still has a little sizzle. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. But it's supposed to be like a grilled cheese. So I'm actually going to use American cheese. It calls for pepper jack, but I don't think I'm going to use pepper jack. Mostly because I don't have it and I just added my own spice. I want to add 2 pieces of American cheese, white American cheese to each side. Take the skillet, try to make sure I get some of the onions and barbecue sauce. This is still extremely hot, so please be careful if you do this. Take a spoon or a forkful and just add a couple on there until you get the desired amount. This right here was enough to probably make like 3 sandwiches. That right there looks like it'll be more than enough for me. I already put barbecue sauce on it, so I don't need to add any more. But if you so choose, you most definitely can. Got that nice and melting. Go ahead and put that on there. And what I'm going to do for the last few seconds, I'm just going to throw it on the grill. I'm not even going to show you guys that part because it's not that important. It's just something I just thought about. I'm going to throw it on the grill to let the cheese melt. The cheese is nice and melted. Got some fries, some Cajun fries on the side. I was going to make like some carne asada fries at first, but then I decided I want my family to taste what I've made. So there you have it. Cheese nice and melted. This is the mystery, the BBQ box pulled chicken sandwich. Barbecue pulled chicken sandwich. I probably said that wrong, but yes, it is definitely lovely. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.